Hello, and welcome to Brad Reynolds' wonderful world of real estate. We've run out of ways to say hi. This is Brad Reynolds with the Brad Reynolds team, so we're kind of mixing it up. Today's topic is real estate in a bubble that's about to crash. What I want to do is kind of break some stuff down for you, give you some national trends, give you some local trends, and at the end, give you my opinion as to whether the market is starting to crash. But you got to stay tuned and stick with us until the end. So with that, let's jump right into it. Okay, so typically every January we tend to see about 1 million new listings come online. And in 17, 18, and 19, the market in late spring, early summer got up to 1.65 million units for sale, which sounds good, right? In 2020, that number shrank substantially. We only got up to 1.25 million units for sale, a good 20-30% beneath typical inventory for that time. So it's no wonder why prices just up, and kept going up. And then by January of this year, units shrank to only 800,000 units. Only 800,000 in the entire country. That is astounding. But it makes sense. I had many buyers writing offers early in the year, some who had written 5, 10, 15 offers and kept hearing no after no after no. Many were discouraged and many had to wait months more before getting that yes. And they got that yes in the last few months. Inventory currently in the country is sitting at 1.35 million units in the entire country. So in just a span of 6 months, we've seen it go from 800 to 1.3. Inventory is up nearly 50%. Now here's the big question. What direction are we going from here? Are we going back down or are we going back up? I think things nationally will ebb back up to that 1.6, 1.7, 1.8 number, turning it from more of a strong seller's market to a more muted seller's market. Not quite buyer's market, but still a seller's market. But that's nationally. And now let's check out some information here locally in Nashville. So real estate is always best when looked at locally. What happens in San Francisco or Chicago or Dallas is cool, but ultimately local conditions along with national conditions help guide the framework of what you're seeing in your own town. In September of 2020, there was 19,100 homes for sale in all of Middle Tennessee, all of the Real Tracts area, which is all of Middle Tennessee, northern Middle Kentucky, and northern Alabama. Currently, there are 15,000 properties for sale, a 25% decrease. Well, let's go down the list. Let's take a look at the next statistic. Statistically, almost all homes are selling right at 100%, a 0% discount, right at what they're asking. It would make sense when there's so little inventory out there for sale. Now let's look at closed homes. How many homes are actually closing? Listings are good, but how many of these are actually making it to the finish line? So in 2020, as of September, for that 12-month period, we had seen 56,000 and change sales for those last 12 months. Currently, this September to last September, in between, we've seen 62,000 sales. That's a 10% jump. So quite frankly, we're still in the throes of a strong seller's market there. So lastly, let's look at how many months supplies of homes are out there. Well, in 2020 of September last year, there was 4.4 months worth of homes in all of Middle Tennessee, all of that Real Tracts area. So you think that number went up or down in this environment? It went down, way, way down. Currently, there are 3 months worth of inventory for all of the Real Tracts area where we pull our statistics from. So is the bubble going to burst locally? That's the big question I get all the time. So many clients now when they call me say, yeah, I see why they're asking this price or that price, and I see where the comps are, and I see what people are doing, but what do you think? What's gonna happen? Here is my 2 cents. When you look at the market, it's like judging the whole stock market based on one stock. You really wouldn't do that. There's different areas to look. I think we're overbuilt in luxury apartments. When you look at the core, there's a bunch that are gonna be built, money's cheap, so a lot of investors are taking advantage of that. But eventually money's not so cheap if you don't have the number of tenants you need renting your places. I think we're underbuilt in what they would call B-, B+ apartments. Those more on the fringes, outside the core, those that are more for, not necessarily the working class, but younger people, younger single people. I think we're underbuilt when it comes to condos. Condos are quite hard to get financing for, but I think we'll see more projects pop up in the coming years. We've seen a ton of those in recent years outside of downtown. One of my good friends, Meg Epstein, is building a number of them. And I think when it comes to single family homes, we're gonna see areas like Brentwood and Franklin drop off. the kind of homes that we're getting 15, 20 offers, that's gonna go away. So if you got a home in those areas and you wanna sell and you're on the fence, I'd probably go for it sooner rather than later if you're interested in getting 15 offers on your house. If you're looking more in the Spring Hill, Gallatin, Murfreesboro, Hendersonville, that other kind of outside area, I think things will start to go back to the median. Rather than 15 to 20% increases per year, there's no way that's sustainable. We'll go back to 3 to 5, but it'll kind of take some time. We'll go from 15 to 20 to 10 to 15 to 5 to 10 to 3 to 5. Give it a couple years, it'll start to even out. I don't think the bubble will burst here locally. Prices could decrease, but I don't think we'll have some massive 2009 type sell-off. And if things get bad around the rest of the country, where are people going to continue to go? States like Tennessee, Texas, and Florida that we talk about with no state income tax and a variety of healthcare industry, great industries to help support jobs for years to come. So if you are on the fence, call me. I'd love to help you. Our contact info is below. You know how to reach me. I do this every video. Please hit me up. I'd be glad to help you with all of your real estate needs. Thank you.